sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This
will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. I'm on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover's here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. And if you want to watch a broadcast, go to shrmedia.com, or you can go to YouTube or Facebook. A lot of ors here, but you have multiple options. We give you options. How the fuck is everybody? It is Wednesday. Ooh, Wednesday. Pretty good night. That means you got me, Jersey Joe, right here on the Reaver of Common Sense show. But after my show, we have the Sackheads Radio Show. What does that mean for you? That means you got 2 great shows back to back. And my tablet's pissing me off. Ooh, I look rough. Rough. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Yeah, I'm in one of those moods. God bless it. Breaking news. That's going to break everybody's heart. The Library of Congress will stop saving every single public tweet. Yeah. That was stupid to do it anyway. Oh, I'm trying to do something, and my computers are not being nice to me. They're not being nice all day. I was working on my daughter's computer. It was getting me in trouble. Come on. Oh, my computer. I'm about to beat it up in a minute. All I want to do is a zoom and a boom boom and shake your butt. Trying to share my Facebook video. Let me. Aha! Finally found it. I found it. If it let me over there. Oh, well, let me there. Well. Why don't that let me do that? Huh. That's so weird. That's so weird. That's getting a little annoying. Now I'm trying to. Now it's a matter of principle. Matter of principle. Just get it. There we go. Now I finally got the full view. The one part was off the right side of the screen, and I couldn't share it. And it was really pissing me off. And that's the way my day's been going. I mean, it's been good. My sister and my brother-in-law are in town. They're down from Pennsylvania for the holidays. It was great seeing them. I'll see them again tomorrow. But I got to spend some time with them today, and that's why I look a little rough. I just doing my thing and didn't really care how I look. And I know I look like shit today. So if you want to get a good laugh, go ahead, jump on YouTube or Facebook. Look up SHR Media, and you'll see me. Send me a little thing. Tell me I look like shit today, because I know it. But yeah, it's been one of those days. My sleep has been off since Christmas. It just... I woke up early for Christmas. And, well, for my daughter. So I went back to sleep after that. Because I only had like maybe 2 hours sleep beforehand. And the next day, my mom called and woke me up early because she needed me to run an errand. So I came back and went to sleep. And just today, I woke up real early. And I was like, oh, maybe I got enough sleep. Nope. So now I'm exhausted. So, alright, now that I've totally babbled. Oh, I'm just babbling on and on. Pussycat, shut up! What the hell's the name of that group? Faster Pussycat, that's what it was. Pussycat, shut up! I'm also looking through some news, see if anything's popping up real quick. You never know when something's going to pop up or whatever, and try to take a look. Nothing in that email worth. Have you ever bought something online that has you kind of going, shit, I don't know if this is going to be a good, are they going to actually send it to me or not? It's... I just sent a text to a friend of mine. So my sister I was like, hey, did you hear Caitlyn Jenner is accusing someone of sexual harassment? My sister was like, Jesus Christ, not this shit again. Not kind of like the conversation. I was like, yeah, she's accusing Bruce Jenner of sexually assaulting her for 50 years. All of a sudden, my brother-in-law even starts laughing. He goes, now that's a good one. My sister-in-law. I thought that one was funny. It just... And it's nothing... I'm going to tell you something, and it's nothing sexual. A friend of mine's been in my dreams the last couple of nights. For like the last week or two, and it's been bugging the shit out of me, because... I mean, it's nothing sexual in that aspect. I'm happily married, but for some reason, she keeps coming in my dreams, and it's like, damn it, why are you popping in my head? I have no idea why. I haven't even talked to her in like 6 months to a year. I haven't seen her in, hang on. it's just bugging the shit out of me. It's like one of those, what the fuck, where's the hell is my head lately? And I mean, she's a friend, that's it, so nothing like that. Anybody ever had that? And it's bugging the shit out of you why they're in the dream so much? I don't know. Maybe it was an early Christmas present my brain gave myself. I don't know. Well, let's get to some news. Enough of that bullshit. China has been spotted illegally selling oil to North Korea, report says. U.S. spy satellites reportedly captured photos of Chinese ships illegally selling oil to North Korea boats some 30 times since October. Satellite images released by the U.S. Department of Treasury appear to show vessels from both countries illegally trading oil in the West Sea. It was reported Tuesday, citing South Korean government sources. North Korea was barred in September by the United Nations Security Council from importing natural gas and had its crude oil imports capped in response to Kim Jong-un's nuclear missile program. On a side note, because I know I don't have an article on it, there was recently an article that a defector from North Korea, total brain fart, sorry about that, a defector, and they did some tests on him, and lo and behold, he's got antibodies to anthrax. Hey, BZ, how are you doing tonight? But he's got these antibodies, which means he's been inoculated against anthrax. And why would a third world country such as North Korea be giving their citizens shots for anthrax? And there's been threats and some comments made of late from North Korea that they have the capability to fire an ICBM missile, intercontinental ballistic missile, loaded with a payload of anthrax to hit the United States. Well, I think what they're worried about is the United States retaliating at this point and hitting one of their facilities that holds anthrax and then releasing anthrax into the immediate area, infecting their residents. Now, Kim Jong-un does not give a rat's ass about his citizens, but he's going to need every last one of them if he starts another hand. Hang on. Sending a text right quick. They're going to need every last citizen to fight if he starts another Korean war. And I think we're on the verge. I think we are going to go in and try to attack his nuclear sites and try to secure any nuclear material. But of course, once we do that, I think he's going to be crazy enough, he's going to retaliate against South Korea, which is going to open up floodgates. But the main question is, where does China fall within this? There is reports, and they're a little scared about the Olympics coming up. It's going to be in South Korea with all this going on. Will or would Kim Jong-un initiate an attack on South Korea while all these countries are there for the Olympics? It would be a death mood for him to do that. It would be very stupid. Because if he did that, that would open up. Well, that would invite other countries to jump into it. Because it would if he attacked the Olympics in South Korea, that would kill other countries' athletes that are there, and that would infuriate other countries. Right now, the only one he has been really fucking with is Japan, United States, South Korea, and Guatemala. I forget which one of the small islands in the Pacific. So it's right now, not a lot of people are really involved in this. But if he goes and does an attack on the Olympics, that would involve a lot of countries at that point. And he might even lose support that he has from Russia and China, because unless they pulled out their athletes in time. But I'm hearing from a lot of different sources that it looks like we're going to be going to war against Korea. Korea is not going to back down at this point. North Korea is not going to back down. But he thought he could pull the same shit, his rhetoric, and he would get paid billions of dollars again. That's what other presidents have done in the United States before. They've paid off North Korea to shut the hell up. Problem is, they knew what to do, and they could get away with doing it over and over and over again, and they would get money. Now they walk in, Trump walks in, and Trump just goes, fuck you, I ain't doing it. And which threw Kim Jong-un into a little hissy fit. Now, it pisses me off that even the liberals at this point, trying to score political points, are blaming Trump for all this. It's not Trump that caused this problem. This goes back to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton started this shit. He talked tough against Kim Jong-un's father. I forget whatever the hell his name was. He was real tough on him. And at the last minute, and he was threatening. He was threatening all this violence. Clinton was. And then the last minute, here's some money. So the United States basically funded these ICBMs that are now pointed at us. We funded the nuclear program, which is now pretty much being threatened against us, and this biological weapons. And that started with Bill Clinton on to Bush. I'm not going to blame the Democrats just on this. You know, Trump did the exact same thing. And so did Obama. And it's amazing how many people are jumping into politics. And I love people getting in politics. Now, I want them to know exactly what's going on. But what pisses me off, when I got into discussion, and they were like, oh, Trump's just blowing it out of proportion. He's not trying to go to, talking to him, yada, yada, yada. I was like, how long should we talk to him? Well, longer than Trump's tried. Well, do you understand Bill Clinton tried talking to him? We paid him off. Bush tried talking to him, paid him off. So, oh, no, I didn't know that all happened. Yeah, this has been going on. We've been paying them billions of dollars to shut up. Oh, no, screw that, man. Trump needs to kick their ass. Exactly. If you're going to jump into this stuff, look into it a little bit. I don't say you have to be an expert. So, if you're going to get in these conversations, please look it up. Kim Jong-un has been starting this shit. There's not much more sanctions we can do. One person was like, oh, well, we can ignite an EMP over the country. And a bunch of us are like, are you that much of a moron? Have you looked at any of the satellite images? No, I haven't. Google North Korea satellite images at night. If you do that, you will see pretty much the whole country at night is in dark. Just little areas, small areas that, like where Kim Jong-un is. The people live in darkness. They only get a couple hours a day with power. So igniting an EMP really isn't going to hurt that country. They already live in the Stone Age. And the people there, yes, there's some that live in fear. But a lot of them think that he is actually a god. Or you're required to think that Kim Jong-un is a god. And it's alright for us to allow that. Us to allow the threats that are going towards us. We're supposed to bow down, according to the liberals. I don't know. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Alright, you're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, and we will be right back.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Good evening. Broadcasting behind enemy lines in occupied California, the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show is featured on the SHR Media Network every Tuesday and Thursday night for 2 hours at 11 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Pacific. Whilst manufacturers are running out of metal for the diapers of the leftists, BZ continues to radically change the world of leftists, one diaper at a time. Stop balancing your checkbooks. Stop cleaning your fish tanks. The bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show is your magnet for truth, justice, obesity, a darkened studio, and late-night freedom. No United States of America freedoms were abridged in the making of this ad.
Human by race, Christian by faith, American by nationality, and conservative by choice. Reverend Ralph J. Chittum Sr. is the right guy on SHR Media from 8:05 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. And if on the rare occasion I am ever wrong, I will still always be right. The right guy on SHR Media.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians, a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless, hope to the hopeless, clues to the clueless. Sackheads Sean, Sackheads Clint, and Sackheads BZ. The Sackheads Radio Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern on SHRmedia.com. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and the High Plains Pundit Network. The best in late-night conservative talk. The Sackheads Radio Show, only on the SHR Media Network.
Go ahead, I'll say it. Some of the best as payroll is going to be evil.
Like, what are you talking about? The last one. Yeah, I'm a freaking artist. I can't just come up with this shit off the top of my head. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Hey, good point. Exactly right.
Hey, this is Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Join us for The Right Way with Shannon and Mike, Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on SHR Media.
Why are they joining us?
For fun things like sports, politics.
Oh, maybe some news and entertainment?
And all kinds of other things.
Money and recipes and events, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so join us Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 a.m. here on shrmedia.com.
When dirty politicians, shadow governments, and deceptive Islam blind the world with fake stream media smoke, their only fear is one man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me through shrmedia.com, highplanestalkradio.com, and the Western Free Radio Network at Spreaker, YouTube, and iTunes for a different perspective weekly on the Unpleasant Blind Guy. And catch me on Jeff Mitchell's EDL Radio on blogtalkradio.com. There's
no surrender ever.
Because truth is not always pleasant.
This is Sam on SHR Media. You can listen to my new show starting on Tuesdays in January. Get my perspective on national politics, a conservative's perspective on California politics, the latest in the war on terror, all of that and a lot more here on Tuesdays at SHR Media. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Sam_SHR Media.
Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch Reaver of Common Sense show hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else. So consider this your fair warning.
Hey, this is Sackhead Clint, and I'm with Sackhead Sean, Sackhead BZ. No communists allowed on the SHR Media Network.
Damn straight, mister.
Back to the show.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Pay no attention to the muffled screams in the background. You are listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on the SHR Media Network. Back to you, Joe.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey John. I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to watch a live show, it's damn easy. So easy, even a friggin' liberal can do it. You can go to shrmedia.com or Facebook and YouTube. Just search for SHR Media. Don't forget to hit the like or subscribe button to stay up to date on all the great shows. And we're adding even more shows. Oh, damn. Oh, burpees. Oh, when you start getting this age, you start getting the burpees. Woohoo. I don't know. I don't know what Kim Jong-un's thinking of. He's not going to win. I think he believes... He thinks China and Russia are going to back him up enough that he can run his mouth. The problem is even China's kind of gone. You shot your mouth off, Kim. Kim. So I don't know what's going to go on. But yeah, it looks like China's secretly sending oil, which they're not supposed to. The U.S. Treasury in November also sanctioned North Korea's Maritime Administration and its Transport Ministry, in addition to 6 North Korea shipping and trading companies and 20 of their vessels, in an effort to block the rogue regime's transportation network. The satellite images appear to identify the ships, one of them, Rai Song Gang 1, seen connected to a Chinese vessel, which included in the November 21st sanction as a vessel of Korea. possibly transferring oil to evade sanctions. This is, I don't know. And it's what are we going to do to China because they broke the sanctions? There's not much we can do in the UN because they have veto power just as us. And it'd be hard to do anything because Russia's going to back them and veto anything. I don't know. It's a weird thing. This one, the liberal media has just lost their fucking minds. Every time I think they've gotten worse they can, from, what is it? White Christmas is racist. What is that? Shit. I can't remember. There's one movie, CNN says it needs to get retired because it's racism and all this. It's the one with, damn, Carrie. He, wishes he was dead, so an angel shows him what life would be like. He's on the bridge, crying, he wants to be back, Well, they're saying that one, it shows white, privilege and all that shit. Now, Newsweek article claims Trump using Merry Christmas to promote white nationalism. The article goes on to accuse Trump of weaponizing Christmas and draws parallels with the Nazis. Trump's rhetoric differs from that of Nazi Germany's... Oh, hold on. And it is. Talking with Sackhead Sean, I just made a comment about someone and I heard their voice. I said, that sounds hot. So I just put back, shit, did I just sexually harass them? And am I going to be in trouble 40 years from now? 40 years from now, I'm going to hear an accusation? Fuck. Damn it. All right, but back to Trump weaponizing Christmas. Trump's rhetoric differs from that of Nazi Germany's, most notably because he has never advocated for genocide. But Trump's talk about Christmas coexists with re-emerging white identity politics, experts say. Committed white nationalists love Trump's Bringing Back Christmas campaign almost as much as evangelists do. Dr. Randy Blazak, a sociology professor who studies white nationalism, told Newsweek his followers sees this as a gospel and a rebuking of multiculturalism and political correctness and the growing influence of Jews, Muslims, and atheists and other non-WASP. Well, they sit there and they try to talk about the Jews and all that when his daughter is Jewish. I believe she converted. His son-in-law is Jewish. They try anything and everything. It's a fucking joke with them anymore. It's racist, sexist Russia. Racist, sexist Russia. Racist, sexist Russia. Rinse and repeat. And throw in Russia. Yeah, that's right, Russia. I already said that. On Tucker Carlson tonight, guest host Mark Stein discussed the argument with psychotherapist Neil Daly, who pointed out that Christmas is increasingly being viewed as a non-religious holiday. A recent Pew study found 46% of Americans celebrate Christmas as primarily a religious holiday, down 5 points from 2013. In a Christmas Eve video conference with U.S. service member, the president wished them Merry Christmas and added that we say Christmas again very proudly. This is This is one of those subjects I would just want to bang my head against the wall until I can become brain dead enough that I understand what the fuck they're talking about. They start this shit all the time, and they have nothing behind it. Shit, what is that? Sorry, an actress just popped in my head. I'm trying to remember the show she's in now, and trying to, backwalk it from there to figure out who she is. The Orville she's in. Adrian Pollick. Whatever her name is. She was, I didn't know that. She was in Red Dawn, G.I. Joe Retaliation, and John Wick. And she was also Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. for 2 years. Aha. I see, says the blind man, looking for a black cat in a dark room that ain't there. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. This, they're always well, welcome, Jenna. Hopefully you get it straight now. They're desperate. The Democrats are desperate. And they're trying everything they got. And especially with the impeachment, they're really trying to push that. And I was talking to my dad. Even he's like, yeah, there was a Democrat on. He's like, and it was lambasting them about that impeachment and said they shouldn't be doing it. I'm like, no, they shouldn't. Number one, they have nothing to hit Trump on impeachment on. They come up with it. They stretch the truth. They stretch reality. They stretch the rules to try to fit it around their ideology and what they want to do. But like this Democrat said, well, if you get rid of Trump, you still have Pence. And I'm like, yeah, Dad, that's their plan. Then they will go for Pence. And they'll keep going because if they have control of the House and the Senate and they get rid of Pence, well, they get rid of Trump, then they get rid of Pence, and then they step up. They'll have control. I said, that's what this is all about. This is not because Trump did anything wrong or Pence did anything wrong. They're still pissed and fighting the loss of 2016. So they're trying to do as much damage as they can to Trump. Well, I honestly believe they're actually helping Trump more and more. The crap that they're pulling is helping Trump. It's proving his case time and time again. I've had those, Jenna. Oh, I've had those. Today, again, as I said earlier, I don't know if you heard, it's just my sleep is all fucked up. So I'm like half awake right now, half asleep. Problem is, when I get done with the show, I'll go into the other room. I'll take my tablet. I'll be listening to the Sackheads. And I'll try to go to sleep. And I won't. I'll wake up then. As soon as I lay down to go to sleep. Or I'll fall asleep and I'll wake up like an hour later. Fully awake, ready to go. Oh, that pisses me off. Nothing pisses me off more than you fall asleep and you wake up like an hour or two later and you're wide awake then. It's like, son of a beehive. Damn. Democrats are desperate. They are desperate as hell. And they're proving how much they hate America and American people. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio. We will be right back.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Good evening. Broadcasting behind enemy lines in occupied California, the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show is featured on the SHR Media Network every Tuesday and Thursday night for 2 hours at 11 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Pacific. Whilst manufacturers are running out of metal for the diapers of the leftists, BZ continues to radically change the world of leftists, one diaper at a time. Stop balancing your checkbooks. Stop cleaning your fish tanks. The bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show is your magnet for truth, justice, obesity, a darkened studio, and late-night freedom. No United States of America freedoms were abridged in the making of this ad.
Human by race, Christian by faith, American by nationality, and conservative by choice. Reverend Ralph J. Chittum Sr. is the right guy on SHR Media from 8:05 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. And if on the rare occasion I am ever wrong, I will still always be right. The right guy on SHR Media.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians, a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless, hope to the hopeless, clues to the clueless. Sackheads Sean, Sackheads Clint, and Sackheads BZ. The Sackheads Radio Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern on shrmedia.com. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and the High Plains Pundit Network. The best in late-night conservative talk. The Sackheads Radio Show, only on the SHR Media Network.
Go ahead, I'll say it.
Some of the best able is going to be
like, what are you talking about?
the last person.
Yeah, I'm a freaking artist. I can't just come up with this shit off the top of my head. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Good point. Exactly right.
Hey, this is Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Join us for The Right Way with Shannon and Mike, Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on SHR Media.
Why are they joining us?
For fun things like sports, politics.
Oh, maybe some news and entertainment?
And all kinds of other things.
Money and recipes and events, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so join us Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 a.m. here on shrmedia.com.
When dirty politicians, shadow governments, and deceptive Islam blind the world with fake stream media smoke, their only fear is one man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me through shrmedia.com, highplainstalkradio.com, and the Western Free Radio Network at Spreaker, YouTube, and iTunes for a different perspective weekly on the Unpleasant Blind Guy. And catch me on Jeff Mitchell's EDL Radio on blogtalkradio.com. There's
no surrender ever.
Because truth is not always pleasant.
This is Sam on SHR Media. You can listen to my new show starting on Tuesdays in January. Get my perspective on national politics, a conservative's perspective on California politics, the latest in the war on terror, all of that and a lot more here on Tuesdays at SHR Media. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Sam_SHR Media.
Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch Reaver of Common Sense show hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else. So consider this your fair warning.
Hey, this is Sackhead Clint, and I'm with Sackhead Sean, Sackhead BZ. No communists allowed on the SHR Media Network.
Damn straight, mister.
Back to the show.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You're listening.
Contact is the evening.
Now back to Reaver of Common Sense with Jersey Joe.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. Why is my tablet vibrating? Oh, man. I'm just out of it. I can't believe Samantha Bee's getting a third season. That's holy shit. Just goes to show anybody can have a show. Oh my god. That show is horrible. Horrible. I tried watching. I tried doing it with an open mind, but oh my god. And what's worse is the bitch is she's Canadian American, and she's going to sit here and bash our country. Fuck you. Fuck you. And the horse you rode in on. I get tired of that shit. She was born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. You know what? Go back. If you don't like the country, don't make money from us. Fucking go back. I'm so sick of foreigners coming to our country and making all these bashing the country. Well, the country isn't that bad that you're making money just because you don't like the president. Well, I don't like your fucking president or whatever the hell you call your jackass in Canada. Trudeau. Oh, I'm Trudeau. He looks like a gay, shit, I can't even think of any of the boy bands. Backstreet Boy. And he just looks, I mean, now he's in trouble. He had weekend getaways and was staying at a place that is owned by one of the heads of ISIS or some shit like that. And Canada is going after him for that. But she could sit there and bash ours, but she don't say nothing about her idiot of a prime minister that's welcoming back terrorists into their country and not going to charge them with anything. These people have murdered people. Oh, we'll welcome you back with open arms. You fucking cunt. That's all I can say, and I don't normally say that, but she is a fucking cunt. And, you know, it just pisses me off when you have these foreigners. I think it was William Shatner? I forget which Canadian. And he was asked about Trump, and his response turned around. He said, even though he's lived most of his life in the United States now, he's an older gentleman. I want to say it's Shatner. And whoever it was said that he would not make any comments because he is not an American totally. And he still says he is a guest in this country, and it is not his place to bash our leaders. Trying to look it up. Sorry, I'm trying to see who sent this. Or find it just yet. Well, Samantha is making a lot of American money off of Trump. And it's like, you know, you bash him, but you're becoming pretty rich, because if it wasn't for, you know, you bashing Trump, where the fuck would she be? She was a afterthought on Jon Stewart's show. I watched it several times. I never saw her on it. That's how much how riveting she was. The only reason why she has any popularity because she says mean things about Trump. That's it. That's her whole shtick. Ooh. Oh. Get so sick of it. There's a prosecutor helping Mueller boast of legal resistance to Trump. New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman, who is reportedly assisting Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation of Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election, boasted of his successful resistance to the Trump administration in the Tuesday Medium Post. Schneiderman, who could play an essential role in the deposition of Mueller's investigation, has effectively branded it as a public anti-Trump litigator during the president's first year, in keeping with the history of hostility between the two men. Tuesday Medium Post accompanied a profile of Schneider in the New York Times, which noted that the AG lodged 100 legal or administrative challenges to administration policy during Trump's first year in office. Such challenges include lawsuits contesting the travel ban and recession of the deferred action for DACA on Obama-era amnesty policy that granted temporary status to illegal immigrants who enter the country as children. He can boast how many he puts up, he lodged all he wants. How many has he been successful on? I don't know of any, because his travel ban one, well, that got thrown out. The DACA one that they've been complaining about, that's gotten thrown out. We try and protect New Yorkers from those who would do them harm. The biggest threat to New Yorkers right now is the federal government, so we're responding to it. Hang on. You try and protect New Yorkers from those who would do them harm. As you are protecting criminals, you jackass. Oh my God, how stupid can you be? The AG is building a political profile around his anti-Trump bona fides. Schneiderman told the New York Times that he has invested resources and personnel in anti-Trump litigations efforts while coordinating with other Democrat state attorney generals to challenge the administration in court. His official Twitter feed regularly features content attacking the president or promoting the AG's litigationness. Well, he doesn't impress me. In fact, it looks like he's losing a lot. And all he's trying to do, he's trying to make money off of bashing Trump. He's nothing but an elected Samantha Bee. That's it. All these people that bash and whine and cry about Samantha or Trump are the ones making money off of Trump. That's the funny thing. They're making money hand over foot. But yet, yes, Trump is such an evil man. Evil, evil man. They're making millions of dollars. Listen, if Obama had been actually successful, I would give him credit. He wasn't. He was after just a couple things. And one of his main things, he wanted a major legacy, and he wanted to go down in history. You know? And we kept hearing that about, my legacy. No. I get tired. When you hear someone talking about legacy, they're not worried about actually doing their job. They're worried about their legacy. And your legacy is going to be crap. If all you do is worry about your legacy is going to be crap. Those who just go and do the job and don't worry about the rest of the shit, don't worry about their legacies, those are the ones that are going to have a great legacy. Because those are the ones that are going to have accomplishments. Those are the ones that are going to be successful. Because they're not worried about the petty little shit. And I've been saying all the way back to the primary. I don't understand the media. They are stupid. They play right into Trump's hands. He plays them like a cheap fiddle, and does what he wants them to do. He wanted to expose the fake news for what it was. They play right into it. He wanted to expose the coordination between the media and the Democrats. And they played right into it. And they're too stupid to even realize that. That's what's even funnier. They're too stupid to realize it, and it's been pointed out to them. Hey, guys, he's playing you like a fiddle. And same with the Democrat Party. It's been pointed out, guys, this is what he's doing. He's playing you like a fiddle. He's showing America and the United States how much of idiots you guys really are. He's showing what you really think of the American people. Oh, we're smarter than that. We're smarter than And what do? They play right into his game. And I don't think ever in the history of this country there's always been accusations flown. But damn, they're like running down. Hold my beer. Watch this. You know? Trying to outdo each other. That's why I ask, just how dumb can you be? How dumb? Someone walked up and said, "Hey, dumbass, I'm going to rob you." And you were shocked that you got robbed by him. How dumb would you be? I'm going to punch you in your face in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why'd you punch me in my face? I didn't know you were going to punch me in my face. I just want to bang my head on the wall a few hundred times. I really do. If I kill enough brain cells, I might understand what they're thinking. Seriously, I mean, what the hell are these idiots really thinking? I don't know. I do not know. What do we got here? Alright, we're going to play Money Talks Minute. We're going to head to break. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, and we will be right back.
Welcome to this week's Money Talk with Melanie, Money Talk Minute. This week we're going to discuss savings mistakes to avoid. Here are just 3. First mistake, keeping your savings and checking accounts at the same bank. What do I mean by this? If you keep your savings account in the same place as your checking account, you're going to be way more tempted to transfer your savings money into your checking account and spend money that you meant to save. So you want to avoid that. It keeps you honest. Second thing, being seduced by introductory rates. Banks do this all the time. And anytime it comes to any special offers, quite frankly, it is usually some kind of trick. So be careful of that. Many banks will offer these awesome introductory savings rates to get you in the door, and then it only applies up to a certain amount of time, and then that rate goes down real low, and you're really not benefiting. Finally, keeping all your savings in one place. Divide your savings up into different accounts for specific purposes. Have a separate one for emergency funds, or have a separate one to save for a car, something like that. The reason you want to do that is that if all your money is in one single savings account, it's very easy to accidentally spend something that was appropriated for one thing on something else. So that's this week's Money Talk Minute. I'm your business diva, Melanie Collette. Please be sure to watch Money Talk with Melanie Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Talk Radio.
listening to the SHR Media Network.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Good evening. Broadcasting behind enemy lines in occupied California, the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show is featured on the SHR Media Network every Tuesday and Thursday night for 2 hours at 11 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Pacific. Whilst manufacturers are running out of metal for the diapers of the leftists, BZ continues to radically change the world of leftists, one diaper at a time. Stop balancing your checkbooks. Stop cleaning your fish tanks. The bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show is your magnet for truth, justice, obesity, a darkened studio, and late-night freedom. No United States of America freedoms were abridged in the making of this ad.
Human by race, Christian by faith, American by nationality, and conservative by choice. Reverend Ralph J. Chittum Sr. is the right guy on SHR Media from 8:05 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. And if on the rare occasion I am ever wrong, I will still always be right. The right guy on SHR Media.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians, a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless, hope to the hopeless, clues to the clueless. Sackheads Sean, Sackheads Clint, and Sackheads BZ. The Sackheads Radio Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern on shrmedia.com. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and the High Plains Pundit Network. The best in late-night conservative talk. The Sackheads Radio Show, only on the SHR Media Network.
Go ahead, I'll say it.
Some of the best A-roll is going to be...
Like, what are you talking about?
The last one.
Yeah, I'm a freaking artist. I can't just come up with this shit off the top of my head. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Good point. Exactly right.
Hey, this is Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Join us for The Right Way with Shannon and Mike, Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on SHR Media.
Why are they joining us?
For fun things like sports, politics.
Oh, maybe some news and entertainment?
And all kinds of other things.
Money and recipes and events, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so join us Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 a.m. here on shrmedia.com.
When dirty politicians, shadow governments, and deceptive Islam blind the world with fake stream media smoke, their only fear is one man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me through shrmedia.com, highplainstalkradio.com, and the Western Free Radio Network at Spreaker, YouTube, and iTunes for a different perspective weekly on the Unpleasant Blind Guy. And catch me on Jeff Mitchell's EDL Radio on blogtalkradio.com. There's
no surrender ever.
Because truth is not always pleasant.
This is Sam on SHR Media. You can listen to my new show starting on Tuesdays in January. Get my perspective on national politics, a conservative's perspective on California politics, the latest in the war on terror, all of that and a lot more here on Tuesdays at SHR Media. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Sam_SHR Media.
Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch Reaver of Common Sense show hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else. So consider this your fair warning.
Hey, this is Sackhead Clint, and I'm with Sackhead Sean, Sackhead BZ. No communists allowed on the SHR Media Network.
Damn straight, mister.
Back to the show.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You're listening.
Contact is the evening.
Now back to Reaver of Common Sense with Jersey Joe.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. Welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm sitting here falling asleep. No, but every time I listen to those new promos that the Sackheads were gracious enough to do for me, I am literally sitting here giggling like a little schoolboy. I find it funny sitting here listening to them. I love them. I never even asked, and just one day all of a sudden, they were like, "Yeah, by the way, we're doing this." Oh, okay. I was like, "Damn, what happened to them?" And all of a sudden I get them, and it's just fucking hilarious. I love them. The House Intelligence Committee has issued a subpoena for an associate of Arizona Senator John McCain, who revealed last week that he knows the names of the Russian sources used in former British spy Christopher Steele's infamous dossier. A congressional source tells the Daily Caller that California Representative David Nunes issued the subpoena on Wednesday for David J. Kramer, a former State Department official. Kramer refused to divulge the names of Steele's sources during a December 19th interview with the panel, the sources said. Steele used Russian sources to gather information on the Trump campaign and Donald Trump's activity in Russia. The ex-spy was working for Fusion GPS, an opposition research firm that was on the payroll of Clinton campaign and Democratic National Committee. The DNC and the Clinton campaign paid a company which used Russian sources that worked together with Russian sources to try to undermine Trump's election. I see a connection for collusion. The Washington Examiner first reported on Nunes' subpoena for Kramer, which seeks to interview him on January 11th. The identity of Steele's sources would likely shed light on that Sam is a female. She got a very cute voice, too. That's good. Sexual harassment. I'm in trouble. It's going to be, 40-some years later, I'm going to get accused of sexual harassment for saying she had a cute voice. Shit, I've done it now. I can never run for political office. I gave a female a compliment. Now, I'm not saying Sam. I don't know Sam, so don't contact Sam bitching. It's the world we live in is fucked up. Especially when we have the DNC and Clinton campaign, a presidential candidate, paying for Russian sources to gather information on their opponent and then have the balls to cry that their opponent is in bed with Russia after they've paid Russia to spy on their opponent. Does anybody see some hypocrisy going on there? Or is it just me? The identity of Steele's sources would likely shed light on the veracity of the dossier, which remains largely uncorroborated and has been assailed by President Trump as crap and a hoax. Steele relied on Russian government officials. So Hillary Clinton paid to have information taken from Russian government officials and Kremlin insiders for much of the information in the dossier. A former MI6 official who once worked in Moscow, Steele is reportedly unable to travel back to Russia because of his past spy work. Kramer, a former executive at the McCain Institute for Leadership, has been a low-key but central figure in the dossier saga. He and McCain were first told about the report in November of 2016 by Sir Andrew Woods, a former British diplomat and associate of London-based Steele's. Again, we have foreign officials. Foreign officials. Everybody's complaining that Trump colluded with foreign officials. And the ones that are colluding isn't Trump. On November 28, 2016, Kramer traveled to London to meet with Steele to discuss the dossier. Kramer and Steele arranged for a copy of the dossier to be provided to McCain. After Kramer returned back to the U.S., Steele instructed Fusion GPS to provide a copy of the document to McCain and Kramer. McCain, who is currently undergoing treatment for brain cancer, provided a copy of Steele's report to then FBI Director James Comey on December 9, 2016. Steele wrote, neither have I, Jenna, this new promo. Her show hasn't even started. It's going to be starting soon. She's going to be a new show for SHR Media. And that's all I have is pretty much what you know. Hey, I am a mushroom anymore. I'm kept in the dark. Steele wrote one additional memo for the dossier 4 days later. A complete copy was then provided to Kramer and McCain. BuzzFeed attained the full 35-page report in late December 2016. The identity of BuzzFeed's source remains a mystery, though everyone except Kramer, who is known to have handled the document, has denied providing it to the website. McCain, Steele, and Fusion GPS partners have all denied being BuzzFeed's source. Now, attorneys for a Russian businessman suing BuzzFeed over the dossier revealed last week that they recently learned the name of BuzzFeed's source. That disclosure was made several days after the Russian businessman's lawyer deposed Kramer. The attorney has said they are unable to identify the source because of a court-imposed gag order in the lawsuit. Sounds very suspicious to me, and it's... They're keeping it that quiet. It's somebody high up. It ain't no little figure. It ain't no little fish. It's someone up there. Or directly connected to someone upper echelon. I don't know about anybody else. I'm getting tired of the games that are being fucking played behind the scenes by our supposed politicians that are supposed to be more mature and more honest to run this country. I know. I'm pushing it there by using some of those words in politicians in the same sentence. I know that. I am absolutely appalled at what I see. And it's not Trump. It's all the other bullshit that's going on in this country at this time. The swamp is overloaded. They know that they've been made, but yet they keep fighting to stay alive. And the Democrats aren't out of the woods yet. I can tell you that right now. They are not out of the woods yet. And they have to watch it. I think they're going to do good, but I think some of these Republicans might get primaried. You know, they could try to push the blame of Judge Moore's loss on all the excuses. If the Republican Party would have stood behind Judge from the beginning, and I mean beginning after he won that primary, they would have stood behind him, I think he would have won. But with McCain stabbing him in the back and others, they helped the Democrat Party. This has nothing to do with Trump. This has nothing to do with Bannon. This has to deal with the swamp rising up to try to protect its own ass. I'm sick of it. And the Republican Party needs to, needs to understand that the American people are woke up and they're not putting up with the bullshit like we have in the past. So they need to get their ass in gear. And it's not just, okay, they got tax reform done. Like Trump said, that's just the beginning of it. They need to push more. Who was it? Bernie Sanders was bitching. Well, the middle class only has that tax break. It has an expiration date on it. So, yeah, Cruz is out there going, okay, let's make it permanent. Fine, let's make it permanent. Yeah, you start hearing a bunch of excuses after that. I really don't. And they're making this fuss and trying to accuse Trump of collusion when it's making them look even worse. Because the facts are coming out. They're the ones that did the colluding. They're the ones that were doing the backdoor deals with Russia. They were the ones running to Russia for help. They thought if they accused Trump of it, it can't fall back on them. Well, it doesn't always work that way, because now it's being proven all the dirty work the Democrat and Hillary Clinton did with Russia, and they're making Trump look even better. They're making him look honest. Damn, how can they make Trump look better? And they're just like, hold my beer and watch this. Bunch of drunk rednecks. I don't know what they're thinking anymore. I really don't. That's the thing. I don't think they're thinking. All they're thinking about is, and they're in desperation mode, the Democrats are, but it's how to save their jobs. It's not how to make American people's lives better. And there's been a couple of Democrats out there saying it. I've read article after article of Democrat supporters that are walking away from the Democrat Party. And what are they saying? It's not that they like Trump, but they're tired of the Democrat Party just attacking Trump. They're tired of the Democrat Party fighting 2016 election. And a lot of them are saying, what have you done to help the American people? They've done nothing. Nothing. They haven't attempted anything. They haven't attempted anything in years. Not just under Trump. This goes way back into Obama. They got too complacent. Their egos got in the way. They think they're too big to fail. As they fail. There is no government buyout for them. They got... And let me tell you, the Republican Party has not seen the opening and went running through it. They went, oh wow, look at the Democrats fail. We could do a better job at that. Let me do this with my beer in my hand. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, and we will be right back.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Good evening. Broadcasting behind enemy lines in occupied California, the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show is featured on the SHR Media Network every Tuesday and Thursday night for 2 hours at 11 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Pacific. Whilst manufacturers are running out of metal for the diapers of the leftists, BZ continues to radically change the world of leftists, one diaper at a time. Stop balancing your checkbooks. Stop cleaning your fish tanks. The bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show is your magnet for truth, justice, obesity, a darkened studio, and late-night freedom. No United States of America freedoms were abridged in the making of this ad.
Human by race, Christian by faith, American by nationality, and conservative by choice. Reverend Ralph J. Chittum Sr. is the right guy on SHR Media from 8:05 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. And if on the rare occasion I am ever wrong, I will still always be right. The right guy on SHR Media.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians, a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless, hope to the hopeless, clues to the clueless. Sackheads Sean, Sackheads Clint, and Sackheads BZ. The Sackheads Radio Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern on shrmedia.com. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and the High Plains Pundit Network. The best in late-night conservative talk. The Sackheads Radio Show, only on the SHR Media Network.
Go ahead, I'll say it.
Some of the best A-roll is going to be people.
Like, what are you talking about?
The last person.
Yeah, I'm a freaking artist. I can't just come up with this shit off the top of my head. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Good point. Exactly right.
Hey, this is Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Join us for The Right Way with Shannon and Mike, Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on SHR Media.
Why are they joining us?
For fun things like sports, politics.
Oh, maybe some news and entertainment?
And all kinds of other things.
Money and recipes and events, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so join us Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 a.m. here on shrmedia.com.
When dirty politicians, shadow governments, and deceptive Islam blind the world with fake stream media smoke, their only fear is one man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me through shrmedia.com, highplainstalkradio.com, and the Western Free Radio Network at Spreaker, YouTube, and iTunes for a different perspective weekly on the Unpleasant Blind Guy. And catch me on Jeff Mitchell's EDL Radio on blogtalkradio.com. There's
no surrender ever.
Because truth is not always pleasant.
This is Sam on SHR Media. You can listen to my new show starting on Tuesdays in January. Get my perspective on national politics, a conservative's perspective on California politics, the latest in the war on terror, all of that and a lot more here on Tuesdays at SHR Media. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Sam_SHR Media.
Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch Reaver of Common Sense show hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else. So consider this your fair warning.
Hey, this is Sackhead Clint, and I'm with Sackhead Sean, Sackhead BZ. No communists allowed on the SHR Media Network.
Damn straight, mister.
Back to the show.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Pay no attention to the muffled screams in the background. You are listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on the SHR Media Network. Back to you, Joe.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe. And I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. Just got a shipping delivery notice, and I don't know what it's for. Ooh, could it be that? Could it be that? Could it be that? Could it be that? Oh, please tell me it's that. I don't know if it's that. I think it's the only thing I've ordered that's like 80 pounds. It's gotta be. Gotta get that. It's gotta be. Is that gonna be delivered? Ooh, that just put it perk on Tuesday. It's the only thing I've ordered for 80 pounds. It's gotta be it. I hope it's that planer. Sorry about that. I just got totally excited about that. I'm like, ooh, yes. Total brain fart. Total brain fart. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. It is Wednesday night. Wednesday night means what? Besides, the best show on SHR Media, Monday through Friday, between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Reaver of Common Sense. But what is even better is Wednesday night, the number one rated show, voted 2 out of 3 to be the best conservative talk radio on SHR Media. On Wednesday between the hours of 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 1 a.m. As I said, voted 2 to 3, and I will not throw Sean under the bus this week. They'll be coming up in about 32 minutes. I'll be the top of the hour. Seriously, guys, this is one of the best shows. And not just because it's the lead guys, because it's the sackheads themselves. It's a damn good show. And I am totally out of it. Have you ever had just one of those days? Like I said, man, I'm still trying to catch up. It's not that I'm not getting any sleep. My sleep's broken. I'll sleep for a half hour, 45 minutes, wake up. Sleep for a half hour, wake up. It's really weird, and I don't know why. Oh, boy. It is a damn good show, and I'm proud to be on the station, PZ. I'm serious. I remember when it was, the Sackheads, Rooster, myself. I think there was another show. And now we've grown, and how many shows do we have? It's just unbelievable how much Sackhead Sean and Sackhead Clint have grown this station. And not just because Sean's listening. I am proud, honestly proud to be part of this. And it just, I see these shows, and I'm telling you right now, I've been waiting any day for Sackhead Sean to call up, Joe, we got to pull you. We got better shows lined up. We need to take your spot. I'm so waiting to hear that phone call. And you know what? I probably wouldn't balk at it. I'd understand. But yeah, they've done a great job building this station up. I'm just not amazed isn't the right word, but proud. I am. It's been a lot of work. I know Sackhead Sean, Clint, and I know Danny's been involved in helping build this up. And I only see things going up from here. See, where are we at now? Oh, Sheila Jackson. I appreciate that. I really do. But I know there's some shows that are doing a lot better than mine. I know that. I will not. Hey, I'm somebody that speaks the truth. I'm not going to sit here and blow sunshine or blow smoke up your ass and tell you it's sunshine and tell you that I got the greatest show. I know there's a lot of radio shows out there on SHR that are better than mine. So I just call it like I see it. Sheila Jackson Lee is crying racism now. Democrat Representative Sheila Jackson Lee. She's crying racism because a woman got her seat taken in first class so that Sheila Jackson Lee could be given that seat in first class. And the woman's complaining that she paid extra for first class and then lost that seat to the Texas congresswoman. So Sheila Jackson Lee, instead of saying, shit, I have nothing to do with this, I apologize, I'm sorry, and just try to stay out of it, no, she accuses the woman of being racist. She says it's racism is the reason she's involved in this. No, it has to deal with you got special treatment. And it makes me wonder if that she didn't push for it, because out of the box, no one accused Sheila Jackson Lee that I saw of pushing to be bumped up to first class. And all of a sudden, she said, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't ask for no special treatment. I'd ask, and right then, that clicked in my head. When you start denying like that without anybody ever accusing or saying anything, when you start that kind of denial, that's like, oh, shit. She made a hissy fit to be forced up to first class. You know? It's holy shit. So this woman loses her seat, had to get rescheduled on another flight, and our congresswoman just calls her a racist for it. I notice with some of these blacks, and it really pisses me off, when things don't go the way, all they do is cry racism. You know what? That hurts actual incidents of racism. By constantly accusing everybody of racism for every goddamn little thing that goes wrong in your life, weakens the word. And to give an example, one of the shootings happened, and one of my best friend's mother was talking about how it was terrorism in the United States. It was a terrorist attack. And I was like, no, it's not a terrorist attack. Well, they terrorize people, so it's a terrorist attack. Yeah, but a true terrorist attack is using fear to change politics for political gain, so to speak. These people aren't trying to do it for political gain. They're just nut jobs going out, and terrifying people with these mass shootings. And every time you use that word terrorist on a subject like this, you are weakening that word terrorism. You're making it a more common word and desensitizing people. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. And what's kind of messed up is, now this is my best friend's mother. I'm the son from another mother for her. She's always treated me as one of her sons. So I love her, I respect her, but I disagree with her, and even her son came in, and he was actually at 9/11. He responded to 9/11. And he jumped in it going, yeah, you're weakening the word. That, what happened on 9/11, was terrorism. That shooting, that is an idiot trying to terrorize people. Two different words, two different meanings, and you're weakening it. So same thing that Sheila Jackson Lee's doing. By every time something comes up against her, she cries racism. So what that does is start to desensitize people. Just as the liberals calling everybody a racist over every little thing to try to shut them up. Nowadays, you call somebody racist, they're going, I'm winning the argument. It doesn't shut people up. And they don't take that conversation seriously anymore because everybody keeps using that as an excuse. So she's hurting her own people and her own causes by constantly, every time it turns around, screaming racism. Especially over a seat that she got. Has nothing to do with her color. It has to deal with this woman paid for a seat in advance and was thrown off the flight to bump Sheila Jackson Lee up. Now, there's going to be another woman. I wouldn't care. This woman would have a right to bitch. She paid for the seat, but somebody else was upgraded at last minute, and someone had to get thrown out of their seat. That's not right. And that's a bunch of bullshit with these airlines. These airlines that overbook and throw people off flights. You sold me a fucking ticket. That's a breach of contract. I know they have all the small print that says we could throw you off and change and this and that. You sold me a bill of goods. That's like me going into a store and I buy an item. As I'm getting ready to walk out with it, someone else wants to buy it and they're out of stock. So they run up and they take that item out of my hand and give it to somebody else. That's exactly what these airlines are doing. And we would not, as a society, take that from these stores. But what they're trying to do is they overbook these flights because they think people are not going to show up or cancel at last minute. So they're playing this gambling act. Well, a lot of times, who's losing? These people are losing because they're getting kicked off their flights that they scheduled and paid for to fly out at a certain time. That's where we should have our government stepping in going, hold the phone here, you can't do that. The government shouldn't be stepping in and telling me, you know, I gotta have inspections on my house for my Second Amendment rights. But when a company is ripping people off, and I'm not saying they should be like all inspecting, no. It ought to be, no, you sell a ticket, that person has a right to that flight, you don't have a right to bitch at them about it. Because that's the other part, it pissed me off. They know traveling is a very stressful time. And then these people get upset. And then, oh, we're going to have you arrested because you made a scene. You're the one that created that. Because it's already stressful. A lot of people have a fear of flying, but have to fly. They get on the plane. And for the longest time, I've had a fear. And I've gotten better over time. I'm still uneasy about flying. But it's still that got to get to the airport. You got to get there early. You don't want to get there late. You don't want to do this. You got to go this line. You're going to get felt up by this one. And when I flew last time, it really pissed me off. Because I went through the thing and something showed up on my arm. Guy's like, stick your arms out. He's like, well, it hurt if I touch you. Before I could even fucking answer, he starts wrenching on my arm. I was like, yeah, I have medical problems and it hurts when you grab too hard. But before I could say anything, he's already wrenching on me and he's acting like an asshole. And it's one of the few times that I've gotten pissed going through TSA. And it's like, dude, I know it's Thanksgiving and you're busy, but damn, give a second for somebody to answer. And it was like, what the hell showed up on my arm? Nothing, because I have nothing going on my arm. My neck, nothing showed. That's what's funny. Nothing showed up on my neck where I have a steel plate in my neck. That didn't show up on their scans. Fucking makes me laugh. Oh. Then the big question is, how many terrorists has TSA stopped compared to how many TSA agents have been arrested in the line of duty? It's like 7,000 TSA agents have been arrested in the line of duty compared to stopping 0 terrorists. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense. Right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio. And we will be right back.
Done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Good evening. Broadcasting behind enemy lines in occupied California, The Bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show is featured on the SHR Media Network every Tuesday and Thursday night for 2 hours at 11 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Pacific. Whilst manufacturers are running out of metal for the diapers of the leftists, BZ continues to radically change the world of leftists, one diaper at a time. Stop balancing your checkbooks. Stop cleaning your fish tanks. The Bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show is your magnet for truth, justice, obesity, a darkened studio, and late-night freedom. No United States of America freedoms were abridged in the making of this ad.
Human by race, Christian by faith, American by nationality, and conservative by choice. Reverend Ralph J. Chittum Sr. is the right guy on SHR Media from 8:05 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. And if on the rare occasion I am ever wrong, I will still always be right. The right guy on SHR Media.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians, a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless, hope to the hopeless, clues to the clueless. Sackheads Sean, Sackheads Clint, and Sackheads BZ. The Sackheads Radio Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern on shrmedia.com. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and the High Plains Pundit Network. The best in late-night conservative talk. The Sackheads Radio Show, only on the SHR Media Network.
Go ahead, I'll say it.
Some of the best payroll is going to be people.
Like, what are you talking about?
The last question.
Yeah, I'm a freaking artist. I can't just come up with this shit off the top of my head. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Good point. Exactly right.
Hey, this is Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Join us for The Right Way with Shannon and Mike, Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on SHR Media.
Why are they joining us?
For fun things like sports, politics.
Oh, maybe some news and entertainment?
And all kinds of other things.
Money and recipes and events, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so join us Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 a.m. here on shrmedia.com.
When dirty politicians, shadow governments, and deceptive Islam blind the world with fake stream media smoke, their only fear is one man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me through shrmedia.com, highplainstalkradio.com, and the Western Free Radio Network at Spreaker, YouTube, and iTunes for a different perspective weekly on the Unpleasant Blind Guy. And catch me on Jeff Mitchell's EDL Radio on blogtalkradio.com. There's
no surrender ever,
because truth is not always pleasant.
This is Sam on SHR Media. You can listen to my new show starting on Tuesdays in January. Get my perspective on national politics, a conservative's perspective on California politics, the latest in the war on terror, all of that and a lot more here on Tuesdays at SHR Media. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Sam_SHR Media.
Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch Reaver of Common Sense show hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else. So consider this your fair warning.
Hey, this is Sackhead Clint, and I'm with Sackhead Sean, Sackhead BZ. No communists allowed on the SHR Media Network.
Damn straight, mister.
Back to the show.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Pay no attention to the muffled screams in the background. You are listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on the SHR Media Network. Back to you, Joe.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe.
And I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. Coming up in about 14 minutes will be the Sackheads Radio Show, hosted by Sackhead Sean, Sackhead Clinton, Sackhead BZ. And what's messed up is I almost announced for the BZ show. Oh, man, my brain's just on cruise control here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll get to sleep early tonight and get several hours sleep and connection straight. Oh. Yeah, it's... I don't know what the hell they're thinking. I really don't. Ooh, that's got to be it. I just looked up the shipping weight of the plane, and it is 79 pounds listed here, and the shipping manifest that I got is 80 pounds. Oh, hopefully that's it. Because I get to get it quicker than I thought I would, which means I get to get some work done. Very, very good. I get to make some woodwork. But as I was saying, I don't know what the hell these Democrats are thinking. Especially the ones that are sitting here screaming their way about impeachment. It's not helping them. It's only going to hurt them. It's ginning up the base. It's ginning up the Republican base to get them out there and vote. That's all it's going to do by screaming and doing impeachment votes. You're going to get the Republican base, the Trump base. Because all you have to do is start running commercials. If we lose the House and we lose the Senate and the Democrats take over, they have already shown they will impeach Trump. Vote come November and make sure that we retain majority. You're going to see those ads. And how are they going to fight? No, we don't want to do that. They've already filed, 3 or 4 impeachment articles. They've voted twice now. Once or twice. I think it's twice they voted now. You have Tom Stiers that's running $20 million worth of ads calling for impeachment. And all that's doing is handing promotion and getting the base where midterms not a lot of people come out. And it's going to get the Republicans going because they don't want to lose the presidency. Whether they like Trump or not, it will be a black mark against the Republican Party if they allow a Republican president to be impeached. So, and them running around, racism, it's been hurting them. It has been. People are getting tired of it. And I hate to harp on it. Article after article, you have Democrats that are leaving the party. Why? What are the Democrats doing? They go out and, we want the Republicans to vote country, not party. What did the Democrats do? They vote party. They have voted against Trump time and time and time again. What they're showing is they're full of shit. They think it's, 10, 15 years ago when people weren't paying attention, when the internet wasn't around, to be able to look things up, to have that information at the tips of their fingers. Everybody has that information at the tips of their fingers now. And a large majority, 85, 90% of the American people know how to get it that quick and easy. Most people know what the hell Google is and know how are the Democrats voting, 10, 15 years ago, yes, there was the internet, but nobody, was going out there and using it like they are now. Nobody had it on their phone, had instant access. And the Democrat Party hasn't gotten that through their head. They can't get it through their heads that they're on record saying things. And it's on the internet. You go to YouTube. What did this politician say on this time? You know? They can go to the polls. Oh, look at how many Democrats, you know? Because when you watch it on CNN, MSNBC, and Fox, it doesn't really show you the stat breakdown. But when you go online, you can see, oh, shit, they went to 58% Democrats, 20% independents, and, 22%, whatever it is, Republican. No wonder why that poll is agreeing with the Democrats. You know, that information is at the tips of our fingers like never before. It's... I can't comprehend it. You would think someone would have said, hey, guys, you got to stop the bullshit like you are. It's okay to bullshit a little, but what you're doing is you're outright lying, and the people know it. They got the internet right here. They got Google. They got YouTube. Knock it off. There's only so much you can accuse the president of doing. Why do you think we were successful underneath Obama? Because everything pretty much he was accused of was right there in black and white. Russia collusion. Well, black and white, it says the Democrats are colluding with Russia. I mean, they colluded with them so far. The Fusion GPS, they hired Russian officials for information. Damn, people. It's not that hard. And what's sad is I'm sitting here giving suggestions that would help the Democrat Party. If they just did a couple things, yes, they probably could take back control. Step up and start putting bills forth that would help the American people. Start voting for what's best for the people, not party. Stop with the bullshit of fighting 2016, almost a 2-year-old election, and let it go. Don't come up with cheap slogans. Come up with bills that are going to help. Stop trying to go out there and vote to save a legacy of an ex-president, and go out there and vote for the people. The Democrats have a better PR department than the Republicans have for years. All they have to do is get a little bit of a voting record. I mean, back to Harry Reid claiming that it was the Republicans blocking him, when you get on your goddamn Google and you can look it up and see that he wasn't allowing bills to be voted upon. And with as bad as McConnell is being, it wouldn't be that hard to beat the Republicans if they actually tried. But they don't want to listen to reason. They want to listen to that small, fringe, hysterical group. Because what they think is popular isn't popular. It's just the loudest people in their party. Loud does not equal majority. And that's what the Democrats are going by. Who screams the loudest is the one they listen to. And it's hurting them in the long run. So, with that, I'm going to say, coming up next is the Sackheads Radio Show. Yes, I know I'm cutting out a little bit early, but I do that because YouTube is screwy. And with that, I say everybody have a great night. I want you to stick around. Best show on SHR Media between the hours of 11 and 1 on Wednesday night by a vote of 2 to 3 is coming up next.
So stay tuned and have a great night. See you tomorrow.
You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com.